Good morning, everybody. Good evening if you are tuned in from another part of the world with us today. Happy Sunday morning, the 1st of March. If you're in the Elevate Frequency Club, your March training on the psychological process of growth will be dropping for you today. So enjoy that to start off the month. We are going to get started this morning, day 7 of our 15 days of the GPS for New Success morning study calls, by writing out your goal, making a list of your wants, writing it out in the present tense. If you are clear about what your goal is, write out your goal statement. And if you're still discovering that, feel free to just journal on what it is that you would love. All right, let's begin. right, let's have a look at this lesson. Your mind as a magnet. Your mind is a magnet capable of attracting people, opportunities, experiences that match the energy you put out. Your mind is a broadcasting and receiving station. I want you to think of it a little bit like a radio. So we need some sort of device tuned to a certain frequency to hear what that radio station is broadcasting, to pick it up. If we want to hear different music, different presenters, different information, we have to change the frequency that our tuner is set to, so our device, in order to pick up that new information. Your mind and body work in much the same way. But we are both the broadcasting and receiving station. So we broadcast the signal through the images and ideas that we select, and we then receive everything and everyone that is in harmony with that frequency. This concept is rooted in the law of vibration. You are always attracting something. We are a spiritual being gifted with an intellect. We have emotions, living in a physical body, and we are in a constant state of vibration. We are either growing and expanding or in disintegration. Now, the ideas that we work with, the images that we hold in our conscious mind, will dictate whether we're in a growth state or a disintegration state. If we've got nothing new, no new ideas, no new thinking, and we think from our ideas, which is why the ideas are important, then if there's nothing new there, there can be no new growth, no new thoughts, no new feelings, no new actions, status quo, much the same. And we'll think, oh yeah, this is fine. But eventually, right, the law of vibration decrees, we are already in spiritual, intellectual, emotional disintegration. And the last and lowest level that anything shows up is the physical level. The physical level is actually the lowest and side, or the last side that anything shows up on. Everything starts spiritually and intellectually first. So as we come to understand this, we make sure that we're working with ideas that are growing us, that are attracting new possibilities to us, new ideas, new opportunities. You're here in the GPS for New Success 15-day morning study program, and you're being exposed to new ideas. You're thinking in new dimensions. That's putting you in a growth state of vibration. When we think about the law of attraction, that is a secondary law. The primary law is the law of vibration. However, in order to attract what you want, you've got to become in harmony with it. We don't just get what we want, we get what we're in harmony with. We get who and what we're willing to become. So we must want it, and that's where desire comes in. That's actually the third lesson of the GPS for New Success. It's not just about wanting something, it's about building desire. And desire comes through repetition. The more you work with an idea, the more you want it. Think about a holiday. You know, when the first time you think about booking a holiday, it's just an idea. It's not until you really start to talk about it with your family and friends or the girls that you're going with. It's not until you book the flights. It's not until you start researching the hotel. It's not until the dates are getting the desire builds. Now you really want to go on the holiday. Now you're really looking forward to being on that holiday. The closer it gets, then you go shopping for clothes and you go, you're planning the itinerary and the desire really builds. And you also expect it to happen, right? There's no sort of, this is not going to happen. The expectation is there. That makes you magnetic. Now, it works exactly the same for your goals. You just think it's different, or you think it's harder, or you think you've got limiting paradigms that say it can't be that easy. This is a big idea. It's not just a holiday, Karen. But the truth is, the actual process is much the same. We have a little bit more to work on because there's obviously the self-image and there's the paradigms, and there's the old belief systems, and we get caught in the circumstances and past results. But in principle, desire plus expectation equals magnetism. Now, feelings are a fuel. The universe speaks the feeling language. So your feelings are a clue to your magnetic signal, what you're putting out, what direction you're going. When you feel better, you're going to be moving in closer direction towards what you've asked for. When you feel worse, you're moving further away from it. It's as simple as that. So, how are you feeling today? Now, no matter what you're feeling, you might want to go and watch. I shared this week 2 reels. They go for about a minute and a half each. Go and look them up. You'll find them on all good social media platforms. um, Go and watch the part A and part B, where I spoke about how to respond when you don't feel so good in difficult circumstances and moving yourself back up the emotional guidance scale. No matter what you're feeling, you can feel better. That might seem like a very hard thing to say, but we just have to recognize where we are in relation to what we want. How far away from feeling good about what we want are we? And move ourselves back up that emotional guidance scale. Remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you are. Are you a vibrational match for what you're asking for? Are your thoughts, feelings, and actions aligned to what you want? Are they there just a little bit of the time or a lot of the time? Focus on feeling good. Be a match for what you want, regardless of what you're asking for. A part of your psyche says, I'll be happier in possession of this new result, or I'll be happier and healthier when I've got this. That's why you want it, because a part of you believes life will be better with it. So therefore, you can reach for that feeling good feeling now today. The more people say, yeah, I feel good, I've got this thing, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy. And you do that today, you're putting yourself as a vibrational match for what you want. You become a match for what you want, and you do that now, always in the present tense. Okay, let's move into our quantum leap ritual this morning. So, our first step is to get still and relax. That's it. Now, trace around a picture or sketch a symbol that represents what you want. And then read your goal out loud. Read your goal out loud. And when you're ready, visualize yourself in possession of what you want. Bring it alive in your conscious mind. Okay, now write down any ideas or action steps that came to you. Because your mind is tuned to the possession of what you want, you're actually calibrating yourself into that concept. So when you're there, you may notice or get a flash of inspiration or an action step. This is the inspired action that we want to be taking around our goals and creating the results that we want. When we get that idea, we act on it, or we put it in our planning, or we turn it into a strategy. Also pay attention as you go about your day, because when you're tapped into this work every day, you receive guidance continually. So pay attention throughout the day as well. Take a moment now to write out any ideas or action steps that came to you, and finish by writing out your quantum leap sentence and date your entry. All right, that is us this morning, everybody. Happy Sunday morning, Saturday evening, wherever you are tuned in from. I hope you have a beautiful day with your family and friends. I'm off to open some presents with my 8-year-old. It's Louis' birthday today, so I've got 20 kids coming for a party this morning, so send me the good vibes. It's going to be 20 boys for 2.5 hours and then peace. So they're going to have a great time. Anyway, have a lovely Sunday morning, everybody. Thank you. It's going to be fun. Thank you for joining me this morning to start your day with me. Absolutely wonderful. And we will see you all tomorrow morning, Monday morning for day 8. Take care, everybody. Thank you.